Hi, Mrs. Greer's fourth graders. Here are your math word problems for today. Please make sure you solve using the RDW method. You may solve these on paper, then type your answers in the text box provided. All right, there's a lot of place value today, so we might need to draw a place value chart. It says there are about 41,000 Asian elephants and about 470,000 African elephants left in the world. About how many Asian and African elephants are left in total? And so we're asking how many are there altogether in total. And so I'll need to write this out as a number in standard form instead of word form both times, and then I'll need to add. So it says there are about 41,000. So I'm going to say 41 and then 1,000. Asian elephants and about 470,000. So 470 and then 1,000. And if we remember, I can draw your place value chart over here. It would be a good reference. Remember, it's ones, tens, hundreds. And all of this is called the hundreds period. And then you go to thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. And this is called the thousands period. So if the numbers are in the thousands period, you have to say 1,000. And if the number's in the 100 period, you say 100 at the end. So this was, even though it was, I said 41 and then 1,000. So I say 41, and then you look up here and you say 1,000. And then the other one was 470,000. And so now we can add these: 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, 1 plus 0, 7 plus 4 is 11, and 4 plus 1 is 5. And so my answer would be 511,000 elephants are left in total. So I could type that here: 511,000 Asian and African elephants are left in total. All right, number 3, or slide number 3, question number 2. The area of the 50 states can be measured in square miles. California is 158,648 square miles. Nevada is 110,567 square miles. Arizona is 114,7 square miles. Texas is 266,874 square miles. Montana is 147,047 square miles, and Alaska is 587,878 square miles. Arrange the states in order from least area to greatest area. And so that means I need to put the numbers in the order from the smallest to the biggest. And the one way that I think is the easiest to do is to write these numbers vertically, and then we look at the place value for each. So I'll start with California, had 158,648. And then the next one was Nevada, 110,567. And I think I'll put an N next to here for Nevada, and I will put a C next to this one for California. We'll change colors again. Texas is 200. Arizona is 114,007. And I'm going to put AZ for Arizona. And then the next one was Texas. Texas was 266,874. And Texas is TX. And Montana is 147,047. I'm trying to be careful to line these up. Montana. And Alaska is 587,878. And we have Alaska. Okay. I think that's AK. AL is Alabama. All right. So now I can take a look at the place value and figure out which one is the least, and I'll put that one first. So my least so far, I have 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 5 in my 100,000 spot. So my least ones are smaller. So I can cross that one out and this one out, but now I have to go to the next number. So this one's a 5, a 1, and a 4. 4 and the 5 are bigger than the 1 and the 1, so I need to go to the next number. These both have 1s in their first two place values. The next one is 0 and 4. So the least would be 0. So my first answer here would be Nevada. So I'm just going to put an N here to help me remember. It goes Nevada. And then this one is finished. I'm still looking for the least, so I'm looking in the ones that have a 1 in the 100,000 spot. And I realize that it's 1, 1, 1 again. So I go to the next spot in the 10,000, in the 10,000s, and that would be a 5, a 1, and a 4. And the least would be the 1. So that would be Arizona with 114,000. So I'll put an A next for AZ for Arizona. All right. My next least, again, I have a 1 and a 1. I have a 1 and then a 5, and a 1 and then a 4. So 14,000 is less than 15,000. So that would be Montana. And then the only one I have left is California. And then the next two are kind of easy. Which one would be smaller, 266,000 or 587,000? And that would be Texas, because 266 is less than 580. And then my last one would be Alaska. All right, so I can type now this into the box. The states in order from least to greatest area are Nevada. Let me erase that so you can see the words. Nevada, Arizona, Montana, California, Texas, and Alaska. There we go. And slide number 4, question number 3. Lucy plays an online math game. She scored 100,000 more points on level 2 than on level 3. If she scored 349,867 points on level 2, what was her score on level 3? Use words, pictures, or numbers to explain your thinking. All right, so this is a little tricky because they're saying she scored more points on level 2 than on level 3. So level 2's number has to be higher than level 3. So we know that level 2, she scored 349,867 points on level 2. But on level 3, she scored less points, 100,000 less points, because it says she scored more on level 2. So if I need my answer to be less than the answer than level 2 score, I need to subtract. Because she scored more on level 2 than level 3. Level 3's number has to be smaller than level 2. So this is a pretty easy subtraction since it's all zeros. And then 3 take away 1 is 2. So my answer was 249,867 467 points on level 3. And I could type that in here. Lucy scores 249,867 points on level 3. And then we're coming up to our last one. And it says, black rhinos are endangered with only 4,400 left in the world. Timothy read that number as 4,400. His father read the number as 4,400. Who read the number correctly? Use pictures, numbers, or words to explain your answer. And so we went back to that place value chart. Remember, it's ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And then this period was called thousands. And this period is called hundreds. All right. And so when I write the number here, it was and Timothy read the number as 4,400. That's correct. His father read the number as 4,400, and that's also correct. So it says who read the number correctly? The answer would be both. They both read the number correctly. You can say 4,400 or 4,400, and it is still the same number. All right, there you go. Hope this helps.